Over the past decade, when discussing Ballon d'Or contenders, names like Messi, Ronaldo, or other players in Real Madrid jerseys immediately come to mind. However, after the Champions League final, a new name emerged in the Real Madrid colors, positioning himself as the top candidate. But it's not the team leader, Toni Kroos, or La Liga's best player of the 2023-2024 season, Jude Bellingham. Instead, it's Vinicius Jr., the player who played a crucial role in Real Madrid's 15th Champions League title. You might wonder, if Vinicius continues to shine in the Copa America, who can stop him from winning the Ballon d'Or? Vinicius Jr. was once considered a nuisance on the field. Most experts held this view a few years ago when watching Vinny play. Back then, people saw his potential, but the idea of him competing for the Ballon d'Or seemed like a joke. In a star-studded Real Madrid lineup and the Brazilian national team, Vinicius was initially seen as a disruptor. His role couldn't overshadow Toni Kroos's playmaking abilities or Karim Benzema's goal-scoring prowess. He was often relegated to a supporting role, occasionally fading into the background in a galaxy of stars. In fact, his own teammate, Karim Benzema, criticized him and called for other teammates to isolate him. In 2020, during halftime of a match between Real Madrid and Mönchengladbach, Benzema directly told Ferland Mendy, "I swear on my mother's life, Vinicius plays as if he's against us. He doesn't contribute anything. When he plays with such fear, he achieves nothing and loses all the good things." According to Marca, after Benzema's comments, Vinicius received only 3 passes from Mendy in the second half, while Benzema didn't even cooperate with the number 20 player. After the incident was exposed, Benzema admitted his words and proactively apologized to Vinicius, putting an end to the heated saga. Despite the off-field challenges, Vinicius remained resilient, maturing into one of Real Madrid's most important players in recent years. At the start of this season, when Jude Bellingham arrived at the Bernabeu, the English midfielder immediately became the central figure due to his impressive goal-scoring abilities. Players operating in the center of the pitch often attract more attention than those on the wings. At that time, Vinicius was even ranked 3rd in the Ballon d'Or predictions, behind Mbappe and his teammate Bellingham. However, as the season progressed, Mbappe struggled to lead Paris Saint-Germain to the final, and Bellingham faced tactical challenges and psychological issues, while Vinicius stepped up. His consistent performances directly contributed to Real Madrid clinching both the La Liga and Champions League titles. People often use the term big game player to describe footballers who excel in smaller matches but seem ineffective in crucial games. Erling Haaland is a prime example. The Norwegian striker can score consistently against mid-table teams, but when it comes to significant matches, he often goes quiet. However, Vinicius Jr. is quite the opposite. Whenever Real Madrid faces a tough challenge, Vinny steps up. This demonstrates the class and resilience of a true star. Despite missing 13 matches this season due to thigh and knee injuries, Vinicius remains one of Real Madrid's standout players. The Brazilian forward has scored 24 goals and provided 11 assists this season, averaging a goal every 125 minutes. While these numbers may not be significantly better than other players in Europe, Vinicius consistently shines in crucial matches, a feat even Messi and Ronaldo haven't achieved in certain seasons. Since Karim Benzema's departure, Vinicius has taken on a more significant role. He now operates more freely and frequently than in the previous season when he primarily stuck to the wing. This increased versatility has allowed him to showcase confidence and retain the Samba flair in his playing style. In the Champions League round of 16 second leg against Leipzig, Vinicius scored a crucial goal, securing an important draw. In the El Clasico return match against Barcelona this season, he scored a goal and provided an assist, helping Real Madrid advance further in the title race and widen the gap with Barca. Even in the 3-3 draw against Manchester City in the Champions League quarterfinal first leg, Vinicius didn't score but contributed 2 assists and received the highest match rating. During the first leg of the Champions League semifinal against Bayern Munich, Vinicius scored both goals at Allianz Arena, giving Real Madrid an advantage for the return leg. In the subsequent match, despite not directly contributing to any goals, he still received the highest match rating by creating several scoring opportunities. Now let's focus on the Champions League final. When the clock reached the 70th minute in the match between Dortmund and Real Madrid, just before Real Madrid opened the scoring, Dortmund had dominated play. The German side had attempted 11 shots, twice as many as their opponents, forcing Courtois into 3 crucial saves. At that moment, 2 players stood out statistically, Adeyemi for Dortmund and Vinicius for Real Madrid, both with a rating of 7. They were both attacking linchpins, playing from a similar left-sided forward position. However, in the 72nd minute, Dortmund substituted Adeyemi for Marco Reus, a decision that wasn't necessarily a mistake. Adeyemi lacked endurance, having completed only 3 full 90-minute matches this season. He wasn't the type of player who could decisively impact a game due to frequent missed chances. On the other hand, Vinicius remained on the field unless injured, or when the match was already decided. There was no scenario where Coach Ancelotti would sub him out. Just 2 minutes after Dortmund replaced Adeyemi, Real Madrid scored the opening goal. Toni Kroos delivered a corner kick, and while Carvajal headed it in, Vinicius deserves credit for his clever dribbling down the left flank, earning that corner kick. In the following 20 minutes, the entire Dortmund defense struggled against the 23-year-old forward. Vinicius successfully completed a total of 8 dribbles in the final, accounting for 50% of both teams combined. Once again, Vinicius became the game changer. In the 83rd minute, capitalizing on the opponent's mistake, Jude Bellingham assisted Vinicius, who struck the ball into the ground, leaving goalkeeper Gregor Kobel helpless. With this Champions League goal, Vinicius set a club record as the youngest player to score in 2 Champions League finals. His first achievement came in the 2022 final against Liverpool, surpassing Messi at the age of 23 years and 388 days. In the history of the competition, only Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale have better records than Vini. The Brazilian striker reached a milestone of 41 goals and assists in the Champions League, matching the legendary duo Xavi and Andrés Iniesta from Barcelona. Overall, Vinicius concluded the 2023-2024 season with 24 goals and 11 assists across all competitions, shining in almost all of Real Madrid's crucial matches. This performance makes a strong case for him to claim the Ballon d'Or this season. Vinicius inspires Real Madrid to victory, and the Ballon d'Or seems destined for this player, writes Goal. Brazil's national team head coach, Dorival Jr., also believes that Vinicius Jr. of Real Madrid will secure the prestigious individual award. Dorival explains that among all the players participating in the European Championship and Copa America, no one has had a more balanced and consistent year than Vinicius. After considering Vinicius's achievements during this period, Dorival stated, "His form this season will shorten the path to that title. Among all the players in both Euro and Copa America, no one is more balanced than Vinicius." Furthermore, Real Madrid's head coach Carlo Ancelotti revealed in an interview with Movistar after the final, "Vinicius deserves the Ballon d'Or. There's no doubt about it." Following the championship match, Spain's Marca newspaper also expressed admiration for Vinicius Jr., using the phrase "impossible to stop" to describe his journey. Since the time when Vinicius faced ridicule and pressure from public opinion, he has evolved from his early seasons to the current version dominating the football world. He dances with his characteristic smile and moves with unbelievable agility. No defense can contain this Brazilian player, according to Marca. Vinicius stepped onto the Wembley pitch as a Champions League champion with Real Madrid, paving the way for his future Ballon d'Or aspirations. However, the Champions League title this season is not the final result for the Ballon d'Or contender. It's merely a necessary condition, and Vinicius Jr., alongside his Brazilian national team teammates, will aim to secure the Copa America title to complete the remaining requirements. The Ballon d'Or criteria extend beyond individual achievements, encompassing national team honors as well. Looking at Vinicius's direct competitor Bellingham, despite a slight dip in performance in the later stages, has already scored 24 goals and provided 13 assists in 37 appearances for Real Madrid across all competitions. These numbers are impressive for a midfielder, especially considering that Bellingham will soon play for a star-studded England national team. Therefore, his chances of shining in the upcoming Euro are very high. Additionally, there's still Harry Kane, the Golden Boot winner with 36 goals, who is also Bellingham's teammate in the England squad. Another contender, Kylian Mbappe, is determined to win the Euro title in the French national team jersey. clearly when comparing Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, and Mbappe to Vinicius in the Brazilian national team colors. Vinicius faces some disadvantages due to the declining quality of the Brazilian squad and inconsistent performance. This situation has put Selecao at risk of missing out on the top 6 in the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. As for Vinicius himself, despite playing 28 matches, he has only scored 3 goals. Moreover, in the upcoming Copa America, Brazil will be without Neymar, their most influential star at this moment. Without Neymar, all attention will be on Vinicius, with hopes that he will improve his goal-scoring record and lead the Selecao's attack in the upcoming Copa America 2024. This will undoubtedly bring immense pressure from the home fans.